about to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action. What we
Okay, let me make sure y'all can hear me, because I know y'all can't see me. Yeah. We gonna pod today. No, I did not feel like doing all of with your ways. Hey, Miss Cora, you know what type of day it's been. But we made it, nigga. I feel like I gotta talk like I'm on the radio at nighttime when I can't be seen. Just let me know you can hear me loud and clear, and it's gonna be good. But anyway, welcome y'all, welcome family, welcome to all my dogs. This is the Glory family, okay? Welcome to From the Streets to Glory. I'm Miss Ashley, okay? We gonna do a no face, no case tonight, okay? Ain't no tea, but maybe if some of y'all will feel a little more uncomfortable. But of course, we gotta get into our topics. I was one of the people that was mad about them jumping on Jayda like that. So, we'll get into that. I know y'all seen Trump in his Jesus picture. Okay, now he talking about he was just being a nurse. And I don't understand anybody. How are you beefing with the Pope? But we'll get into that. We got a couple more stories. Ruby Rose just talked about Katy Perry. Might have, I guess, S8 her. I'm not going to say might because that's what she said, okay? Krishan getting ready for her fight. But let's go and get into it. Make sure you like the video while you're here. Subscribe whenever you get here. Shout out to, I got 200 subs. Oh, yeah. Okay? You can't despise humble beginnings, and you can't despise small beginnings, okay? You got to start somewhere, so ain't no shade. I'm enjoying myself. I hope you are too. This is the Glory family. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know whenever I'm here. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And yes, I like 750, okay?
Diane, tell me, do you know?
Okay, so let's go ahead and get into our fashion segment. This is Put It On or Put It Up. You know, Coachella was the weekend. Now, a lot of people felt different about Coachella, especially the black creators, because they said they didn't see enough of them out there, okay? Now, once they pointed it out, I felt the same way. But nonetheless, we're going to get into some of the looks and some of the people that were out there. So, first things first, let's do it. Alright, too bad y'all can't see me doing a cha-cha-cha back here. right, first things first. All right, Miss Mary J. Blige. Okay, now you know how I am about print. If I like my print on top of print on top of print, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the 90s girl in me, but this always been the rich bad bitch look. So, thank you, Mary J. Blige. I do appreciate the zebra. I said zebra. Tiger, okay? Blonde bob looks great. This is Mary. This is the Mary that I love and I love to see. So, for sure, put it on. I mean, there's no reason to drag. If you look good, you look good. Put it on, Mary. Thank you. She said peace over popularity. Okay? Okay. Now, we got Teyana Taylor. We ain't seen Teyana Taylor in a while, especially after the awards and everybody try to drag her for having a good time, okay? But she was out at Coachella. Now, Teyana Taylor, she couldn't just be normal. She had to do something extravagant. And you know, Coachella is always this easy breezy kind of what do you call it? Hippie-ish vibe, boho, all the good things. So this is her interpretation and I like it a lot. Okay? Yes, and one thing about Teyana, it's still gonna be glamorous. It's never gonna just be regular, and I like that about her. She does push the boundaries, and she always goes for it. So I do appreciate that. So of course, Teyana Taylor, put it on. Thank you. Let me know if you can't hear me. Okay, Mary did look good. Now, for those who don't know who this is, probably ain't never seen them, but you know this song.
I'm no good at being alone. Yeah, it's taking a toll on me. Trying my best to keep from tearing the skin off my bones. Don't you know?
But nonetheless, that's a great, great song. Wait a minute. I need him to turn back around. And it's because I don't think a lot of the big guys get enough credit for dressing. It's a lot of influence out here that's plus size men who really get clean. And I like this blue on blue on blue. I like the trench. I like his nails. And I think he looks cool. I think he looks very good. And whoever styled him did a great job. I like the boots. And I just think it's him, but he looks fly. So I'm going to say put it on. Okay, you don't have to agree. You can always say, no, you're not feeling it, and say it why. Put it in the comments. Come back and be the replay game. Put your 2 cents in. It does matter over here. I'm going to say put it on. Thank you, Teddy Swim. Thank you. Okay, and Karuchi. Okay, Karuchi is an honorary grandmother. Okay. Her man got grandbabies, okay? Grandbabies, but she looks good doing it, okay? She got a cowboy hat on. She got a little feet out. I like it, okay? Like I said, it's always this is Coachella, okay? This what it's supposed to be. I wish people dress more like this more often just because, but I digress. I'm gonna say put it on. I like the black sheer and the short shorts and the cowboy hat. She looks great. Thank you, Karuchi. Okay. Say your grandmother's mother could never. All right. And then we got Janiaiko. I'm probably going to say that name wrong until she says it. But she looks cool. She looks fun. She got these oversized jeans, this bustier stripe, and I like this burnt orange for color. Makeup looks great. Hair looks great. Good job. Always. Yes. Yep. Pretty girls don't do much. Thank you. I didn't say her name because you know I was gonna mess it up. But a couple of more of the girls at the festival. But get into the looks. Look, okay. And I'm wearing my heels in the grass. Okay. Shout out to y'all. I can't do it. Shout out to you. I can come in with my heels, but I'm going to have some cute little slides on the grass. I'm sorry. Call me ghetto. Call me what you want. That's fine. Look, y'all not going to wear me out. This a long day. Uh-huh. Okay. Penny, mini, skinny, okay? And it always gives such a 2000s aesthetic, so it's fun. Shout out to Coachella. Okay, and then we got EJ. EJ looking good. I saw Chris Brown in one of these gratitude shirts. EJ is giving very well. He's giving, yeah. Yes, he looks good. He looks good. Mm-hmm. Yep, and I like the scars wrap. He looked great. Good job. Thank you, EJ. EJ's a stylist, so he don't really count. He's cheating. Put it on. Okay, and we had baby North out. North blue hair is becoming her signature. I hope she keeps it. I really, really like it. Uh-huh. She met Leandra out there. Wait, not the She's so cute. Now, you got to remember, North is like 12, so she cute. I mean, what do you really... I mean, we could say something about her being 12 and looking a little older and doing makeup and piercings, but she's a Kardashian. She's a Kanye West's daughter. I mean, we can't really expect her to look like our 12-year-olds, because my 12-year-old could never, but this is Kay's and Ye's daughter. She looks cute.
Hey, y'all are so
Okay, her little friend be wearing their little color hair. Y'all look cute. Okay.
No, girl, this is real life.
Thank you, Leandra. Tell her, smile, girl. Show your face. Thank you. Put it on. Sorry. Now, Young Thug was up there performing at Coachella, and he started talking to Tiana Taylor, talking about he been trying to get her to style him. I said, this need to go into Put It On, Put It Up, because Young Thug be killing me. Last time I seen him, he had that piece of gator laid across that white beater, and I was mad about it, and they should have called Peter on him. He wasted a beautiful animal for a piece of crap of a shirt, okay? Tiana Taylor, I'm with Thug. Please help him, okay? Please. But no, I don't like nothing Thug's doing right now. But I'm glad he reached out to somebody who got some style. So shout out to her. I guess she thought she was incognito. No, okay? That was just a fashion moment, okay? And then we got JT. Now, JT had a little set at Coachella, okay? And she had some people in the crowd, okay? Now, I don't know how they do the stages. I know it's one big stage and it's a couple of stages on the side. So, I don't know how big you have to be close to the big stage. You know what I mean? So, I'm not going to say anything about that because Young Miami was out there too. But JT looks good. She looks good. I feel like she was trying to be whimsical and do something different. So it's Coachella. If you're going to do it anytime, this would be the time. Okay? Shout out to JT. Makeup looks great. Okay? I think we can all have a good time for Coachella. Put it on. All right. And then the ladies came out for the WNBA draft. Okay? The women showed up. I might have one other picture, but come on now, okay? Which one? This Floja. Oh, however you say her name. The rapping one, okay? With her and Lil Wayne got a song. See, yeah, I think I be just throwing stuff out there, but I really be knowing, okay? But I just don't be knowing what to say, what to call it, okay? But she looks phenomenal. I love this dress. She's giving me Naomi Campbell. Okay, and it's hard to give her, but the body, the fit, the neck, the hair, she looks like she like they pull her out, okay, from head to toe, and I know how I feel about her fur, and I love the material. Look at her, she looks great. Watch her. Yes, ma'am. Yes, and the cutouts are nice. You see her? I stopped. Perfect picture. Okay, over here. Okay, float right here. Oh, yes. But, yes, ma'am. Thank you. Please put it on. She looks great. I'm gonna leave it on that post. Okay? And then Nia Long. You know Nia Long is the mama in the new Jacksons movie. Okay? But this, I was like, is this a coat? This a dress? What is this? We know it's fur. It's a coat, but she got a Playboy spread, okay? Now, don't be alarmed. Old Playboy is not new Playboy. I wouldn't suggest anybody do Playboy, of course, because I'm on the other side now. But I'm just saying, in fashion, these girls don't lay out butt naked. I don't think they show any boobs anymore. I haven't looked at a Playboy magazine since a kid, okay? But this is part of her Playboy spread. And Nia Long is a classy woman. You know, I haven't seen her in, I can't think of a movie that she was naked in a love scene or anything. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Nia Long, she's just a beautiful lady. And you know I need the fur. Put it on. Or whatever you got on. Or don't got on, okay? Okay. And here goes some more of the ladies. Yes, they look good. You know, we got to get a few pantsuits out there, okay? Don't play now. This still the WNBA. Okay, good job for the no pants suit jacket, wine. Yeah. Gloves, yeah. Good job. Ooh, but Flauta, she going to the Grammys, baby. She look great. Yes, ma'am. Aw, she looks so cute. Yes. I like this for her too, with the socks and the little, yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is it on Put It On or Put It Up. Yes. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, okay? I would appreciate that so you know whenever we're here. Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Who are you talking to?
To you, Whitney.
Ask me no questions like I'm a child. Y'all want to know what I'm doing all the time. I don't give a shit about what you're doing all the time. You are so nosy, man. You don't even know what I do. Like you said, you never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me but talk about me. So watch what you say. Watch what the you say. And if I was really like back in the day in North, I'd meet you outside. But I'm a lady and I have a class.
Okay. Don't be like that. Be a lady, have class, like the video. So, our first topic we're going to get into, you know I had to do a little catching up on Chrisean sometimes too. We hear a lot of bad about her, so when she doing something positive, I don't mind promoting that either, okay? I'm still fighting for Junior too, so it ain't no shade. But Chrisean does have a fight coming up. We have been talking about the fight. I am excited about the fight. I think it's time, you know, she channeled that energy into something positive, you know what I mean? And maybe she can get some of that frustration out. We all need to throw a few blows sometimes, so maybe her doing it the right way will make a difference. So she been looking good. She looked like she in shape, okay? April 17th, just like we watched Blueface, we will keep up and see how this fight goes with Chrisean. No, I don't know anything about her and her coaches. Nothing like that. But she been out here. Okay, this is Holy Hands Media, okay? Holy Hands. So Lord be with her. Hopefully she can use your power, okay? Because she just might need it. Thank you, Chrisean. We not even done with Chrisean because Chrisean dropped new music. Now, you know she got the viral little clip, you know. Woo! I can't remember what she said right there, but Chaotic said that he written and produced this song. So I said, let me listen to it. If I gotta listen to it, y'all gotta listen to it. Let's go.
Change the whole world, change my whole mindset, unify the culture, the revelation start right now. Change where I come from, change my whole mindset, change the way we treat each other, show each other how love feels. Stop all the murder, we killing each other over nonsense. I've hated on each other, it don't cost you nothing to keep it real. Change lives, stop black on black crimes, it's in our project. Show my kings and my queens how to build self-confidence. Change the post on my timeline, read the Bible with a sound mind. Praise God every night and day, all praise to the Most High. Your life start changing your mind. God got your back no matter what. He gon' hold you down.
Okay.
Yo, Chris, let's go.
If you ever need it, I can be your shoulder.
Okay, I just want y'all to get the gist of that. How you feel about it? Is it a good song? Krishan, when Krishan go in there, she do make a good song. I don't know how, but she is blessed to be able to do that in her level. No, I'm not saying she Lil Wayne and Nas and them. I'm saying on that generation, you know, all they do is really simple songs. It's like that. So I don't know. 2 weeks ago, I was mad at Krishan because she was talking about she was waiting on God to come and fix the baby, and then she didn't know what to do. I don't know what's going on now. I don't know if anything happened from that, but I'm just here to talk about the song. I think it's a good song, and I want Krishan to win. You know what I'm saying? Bad as it is, I still want her to win. Don't hate me for that. I'm not a stan of anybody but Jesus Christ, so that's that on that. Thank you. So, let's roll on into it. Let's go on and get into the stuff, okay? So, I know we was all doing our own thing today, and about 8 or 9 hours ago, Ruby Rose went on X like we all do, because if anybody want to blast anything, you know you put it on X first. And she was talking about Katy Perry SA'd her, and she initially stayed silent because Perry helped her get a U.S. visa. Okay? Now, let's read what she said first before I give my 2 cents, okay? So we can see how she feels. So this is Ruby Rose on Katy Perry. She said, I was in my early 20s. I'm now 40. Damn, time flies. I'm now 40. It has taken almost 2 decades to say this publicly, though I am so grateful to have made it long enough to find my voice. It just shows how much of an impact trauma and SA takes. Thank you for seeing me. Okay, so then she said this, and as a woman, for a myriad of reasons, opening up about women on women violence and SA seems to be 100 times harder than speaking about the male predator, at least for me. And I can understand that too. I think lesbians are glorified more than gay people. So when people think of girls touching girls and things like that, they think that it's either something they wanted or was into. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So then somebody said she kissed a girl and you didn't like it. And she said she didn't kiss me. She saw me resting on my best friend's lap to avoid her, and bent down, pulled her underwear to the side, and rubbed her disgusting V word on my face until my eyes snapped open and I projectile vomited on her. What? She said she was laying in her friend's lap to avoid her, and she pulled down her pants, squatted, and rubbed her private on her face, and she vomited on her. Now, I know that was a little, I took the words out, but I know that was a little, graphic to even hear, to even imagine, you know what I mean? And what else did she say? You can't just drop that bomb and then yeet out of here, right? Okay. She said, after it, I threw up on her. I told the story publicly but changed it to be a funny little drunk story because I didn't know how else to handle it. Later, she agreed to help me get my U.S. visa, so I kept it a secret. But I did tell y'all she wasn't a good person. Instead, I got attacked by everyone, like the internet does. Now y'all, man, y'all don't even like. I guess it don't matter who you are. You know, people can't really tell their essay stories. You know what I'm saying? And it, because it's been a long time, people gonna come up with all these different things. But this is her feelings, and this is how she feel. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. Allegedly, Katy Perry always been a little gross. Can we say gross? But just a little, especially during her "Kiss My Girl" era. She was a little flouncy, floppy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, she was popping a pee a lot in videos and stuff. You know, I don't mean that means anything. This is all alleged. This is her story to tell. I'm just saying my 2 cents. What'd you say, Cora? That's terrible. If it is true, I think it's alleged from us, but I don't. Why would she come on here and say I pulled down her and sat and did that to her face? Okay. I don't know. I wonder what Katy Perry is going to say, even if she is going to address it. It's not like Ruby Rose. It's just another internet person. She's a celebrity. We know who she is. She has a name. You know, she was from Orange is the New Black. So people are going to say something, and they're going to, they probably in Katy Perry's comments right now, okay? And then she said, yeah, not interested in filing a report over this. Not when I haven't even filed a report for the numerous R words at the hands of grown men, but she is more than welcome to sue me. She won't because it happened. I have photos, and it was literally in public and witnessed by multiple people. Plus, there is so much more that happened in the years leading up to her silly song. She won't want me discussing. The psychological manipulation was strong with that one. But hey, she wrote and signed the letters of recommendations for my U.S. visa application in the 2010s. So there's that, okay? And maybe like Brandy, she just needed to get it off her chest. You know what I mean? I don't know. Everybody got the right to tell their tea. You know what I mean? Especially things like that. Maybe she been feeling away all this time. Maybe she been holding some type of grudge, or maybe she just needed to get it out for herself. But the essay of woman on woman is a lot frequent than you know. If you think about it, a lot of the stuff that go on and girls playing and touching and stuff like that, if it was a guy, they would be going down. But girls are a lot of touchy touch. But actually squatting down on somebody's face is the next level. Katy Perry, I'll wait and we'll see if she even addresses it. This was a few hours ago. You know, things can change. She might even retract her story. She said she told it once before and she was being joking. So yeah. Okay. What's she say? Wait, hold on, I got one for you.
Do you really know? Do you really know?
No, you know.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, I got another story, right, that kind of touched me the other day because it got a little personal. I don't think I get as vulnerable and personal with you guys as I could. Well, maybe if y'all popped out the bushes more, it'll be easier, okay? But that's not that. But Darren Fleet was sitting down the other day with a young lady at a podcast. And he was talking about his relationship with God and Christianity. But he had said something that I never, ever heard anybody in my life admit to but my best friend. My best friend is deceased and it's been 7 years. He passed in 2019. and we knew each other's darkest, deepest secrets, okay? And what Darian Fleet says today is something I have not heard since him. And even then, I couldn't really analyze it, and it was hard for me to understand. But you got to hear the story first, and then I'll give you a little more of my tea about it, okay? So, let him go.
And it's so crazy to even talk about, but this is just really how I feel. I feel like all sex before marriage is already sinful.
Right,
So whether
it's a
I'm
sin.
sleeping with a nigga or a woman, if I'm not married to either one, I can do what I want, right?
Do you want to talk about how like there's no greater sin, but
And that's exactly what it is. So I'm not going to be condemned no more than my homeboy is for knocking off 10 bitches.
right, or the pastor for sleeping with
little boys.
Oh, you
or whatever, you know, whatever. So I don't feel like I'm gonna be condemned to her. Now, when I do get married, if I ever am blessed to get married, because I do believe in Christianity and I don't believe in no gray area with it, I do believe that I would want to marry a woman.
Wait.
Yeah.
Now, Cora, you know Bert. And you know how Bert was. And Bert told me that. He told me that. And I do not know if he told anybody else that, or if his mom or sister even knew. But he told me that. And being younger, I never thought I would be this deep even into my faith, or just being saved and went through all the things I've been through. But he told me that. And he was flamboyant. He was also a man, but he always dated men. But he also dated a girl in school for years, and we was all friends. And he had been with men and women, but he had been with his partner or partners for so long. I'm sorry to be in his business, but this is my life too, okay? Love you, boo. He would tell me, let me tell my story. I promise you he would, okay? But I just never thought of that. And he loved God. He loved God. He loved God. He prayed. He was a church boy. He sang in the choir. He learned how to play piano in the choir. We was in gospel choir together. It was like, God was never far away from us. Even, like you said, no greater sin. Even though he was gay, I was still getting high and having sex and doing all the same other things. You know what I mean? But He said that to me. He witnessed that to me. And I've never heard anybody else say that until he said that. It kind of brought me to tears the other day because it made me think about all our stuff, you know. But I was like, wow. So is this something common? Because we know a lot of gay men love God. And it's like, let him finish.
Hold on.
I'm not going to marry a man. I don't play with God like that.
Wait. Darren. This kind of, okay, I'm sorry. I usually don't be lost for words, but I'm a little lost. Because you said, that was my next question when we go into relationships, because you had said that you never really been into a real relationship. You kind of like a fun boy. You kind of like,
I'm
just
very
have fun.
Yeah.
So one of my questions was, do you feel like you would regret that when we get older? Like when we, you know, people say that you're going to regret not building. Right now, there's somebody building their 20, 30-year marriage, and we're not. So I wanted to know, would you, do you feel like you would regret that? But then you said you would marry a woman.
I would.
So are you bisexual?
I've been with both sex.
Okay.
No.
But do you like
enjoy
labels
one
or
more than the other? But I'm not a label person.
Okay.
But I will say this much. I don't play with God like that. I don't tell other LGBT people,
okay,
QIA, SWV, 3OW, and all the other letters.
B.
But I don't tell.
And ain't no shade. That's because we old, okay? We was in the community old, okay?
Of them how to, you know, navigate their lives.
Yeah.
You do whatever you're going to do. But from what I've read and understand of Christianity, homosexuality is a sin. From what I've read. Okay. Now, I'm not going to pose that on them, because if you feel like you can live your life, I'll just tell you, okay, just be prepared before you meet your maker.
Okay.
I don't play like that.
And see, that's the thing. We don't know when we're going to meet our maker. Okay?
So even if I never marry at all, I don't want to die still less than men, because to be Christian is to be born again. Mm-hmm. And when you're born again, the things that you once desired, you won't. So that could be drinking, that could be smoking, that could be fornicating, that could be
Porn.
self-doubt, porn,
Yeah,
petty, gluttony, so many things. Because when God comes into your life, it's a born-again experience. I think when it comes to Christianity...
But that was it. I know I'm not the only one. Like I said, I had a personal experience with that, and I would never bring up something about somebody that I love so deeply if it wasn't something important to talk about. Because I think we get so caught up on people's sexual life, we forget that gay people do love God too. You know what I mean? So that's one thing we all got to do, is have our own personal relationship with him. I really don't know what to say about it. Like I said, this is the second time in my 38 years that I've heard somebody say, and then he's a stranger, and somebody closest, dearest to my heart told me that. And it just made me think. Sometimes I don't have no words, I can't explain it, and it's not my life, so I won't make up a thing or try to make the conversation about solely how I feel, especially when this person knows God for themselves, that I can sing, you know what I'm saying, to say. So, yeah, that was just a good one that I thought we needed to have a conversation about. We do fun things like that. We have conversations like that. It's not always just trending or celebs. Now, we do our fashion, though, okay? So make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like. Become a member, okay? But that's that on that. All right. Now, let's get into Jayda, Wayda. Now, I can't show y'all a lot of the videos because they're not blurred out. And I don't, of course, you really can't see it, but you can see it. And I don't got time to play with, I was going to say Facebook, with YouTube, okay? So, let me clean up really fast. Okay, so let's pull Jayda up. Now I'm gonna start by pulling up. I've been trying to figure out what is the problem. Now the little girls saying, okay, girl, somebody had a beef with a girl that was friends with Jayda. Jayda, I guess, little baby dated the girl, and then they feel like Jayda Wayda took her away. But I don't even care about that. I just felt like there was some hating stuff for them to jump on her like that. You know what I mean? So we're gonna run through it real quick. You know, like I said, it's only so much that we can say or really show. Okay, and that's for my sake. Okay, I know y'all don't care. Okay, I don't got the strings yet to pull like some of the other YouTubers. Okay. But this was one of the after effects. And of course, I think, you know, the new girls, you know, when they have fights, they got to show that they ain't got no bruises, no scratches, and no welts and stuff like that. You know, like she got a little scratch, but not much. But I don't know if it was just Jayda and Des, okay? Because it seemed like it was just them kind of in the section. We seen a security guard trying to stop the girls from jumping on it. Wait a minute, I got you. Don't worry about it, because I got to stand still. Okay? Now, I know I can show a picture. I can't play the video, but I can show a picture. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Y'all see what I see. Okay. Now, when I first seen this, I said they just hating. But I know a lot of people going to say, well, they been beefing and, you know, such and such been saying this, and Jayda be shading, I don't care nothing about that. I'm just like, yeah, first off, y'all still fighting in the club. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody waiting to do it on site or whenever they catch somebody, but y'all still fighting in the club. I feel like, I mean, what can I say? If you seen the video, you can tell they was arguing, but you know how it is in the club. I think, this is me alleging, I think the girls came to the club because they knew Jayda and Des was going to be there for, I know Des was having either a photo shoot or some type of performance somewhere. She might even been at Coachella too, okay? But she had some type of performance, and I think this was some like type of after party. But think about it. If these girls got a problem with her and it's the beef, you know they showing up just to show out, talk shit, and see what she gonna do. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know how they got, well, Jayda did walk in her face. She did walk in her face. And I don't even care about them fighting. But all these other people, and the stud girl, and the other 3 girls, all y'all trying to jump on Jayda, yeah, that kind of bothered me. I don't know. I just think girls hate pretty girls. You know what I'm saying? Then she making a little money, and she got the rapper. I can be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Put it in the comments. Okay? I'll stop that. Because I don't got time. I can't show it on YouTube. Go look up the video. But Dez did hold it down. She didn't ask no questions like I would expect my friends to do. Okay? We'll find out what happened after the fact. But it was too many of them girls jumping on Jayda. And now I don't know what type of, if you got security, they are fired for one. I don't know if that security guard was for the club or for them. But yeah, that was a no. That was a no. Even you, Jayda, walking down there to that girl face and she running with all them girls. Because y'all got to be smart too. Okay? I know a lot of us can fight and a lot of us are big and bad. But it don't matter how big and bad you are when it's 5 and 6 different other people. Okay? Now, we got to be smart too. So, I don't know. Everybody's at fault. I just hate that. Okay? I hate pretty girls fighting. Okay? But these are some of the girls, you know, academics when they pulled up some of the clips. But it says surveillance footage of the squabble between Lee Baby, Baby Mama, and another girl named Emily Huff. Apparently, they were arguing for months over Lee Baby. Okay. Okay, so this is Baby Mama. I think this is an ex. And this is Jayda, Baby Mamas. These 2 Baby Mamas. I don't know about her. Okay? It say Jayda tried to press her and white girl gagged her. Okay? I'm convinced y'all just don't like Jayda. I know. I feel the same way. I don't care about girls fighting, but I don't like nobody getting jumped. Okay? I think that's whack. Okay? They wasn't 50 deep. Okay? And then you stud too, girl. I know you. Don't be out there doing all that. But let's listen to what they say. I was trying to catch it, but it was, y'all know, I got old ears sometimes. Let's go.
Emily was the one who was dating Lil Baby at the time. I didn't even know of Jayda. It wasn't until, you know, the situation with the out-of-town trip, the LA trip, when I found out that Jayda went behind Emily's back and fucked Lil Baby, and then her and Lil Baby started fucking around. But I knew Emily. Emily was the one who was dating Lil Baby at the time.
So I guess this is just some old tea that she was dropping, and this is Emily, okay? And I think this is the girl that she started fighting with, but she was like 5 deep, so. And then, like she said, Jayda probably thought, oh, this girl, you know, she light-skinned, she white mixed, whatever she is, she can't fight or she can't beat me. And she probably couldn't, because Jayda did throw her hands, and she was getting in there, but, yeah, they was too deep. I don't think the girl was getting, I think it was an even heads up. Dez came over there and just body slammed somebody, and she just, look, that's, if you know how to fight, you know, just get you one of them, and make sure you make the example out of that one, okay? Just so that everybody else know, in case I catch you, okay? But I'm just being nosy. So they was friends, okay? So you know they been beefing too, but I still feel like there's some hater shit for her to pop up, okay? She working, what are you doing, okay?
That back door, can you take that back home?
It says, stop calling me a fan. You wanted to be my friend. You are projecting because you steady repost Kylie and the Kardashians, but you effing Travis Scott. That's when I remember that. She was trying to say Jayda did that, whoopty whoopty whoop. I don't know. I guess. Ugh, that came too fast. I apologize, okay? Don't throw up. Drink your water now. Mr. President. Okay, we done with Jayda. I told you they came so fast I couldn't even really finish my thought. But nonetheless, shout out to Dez. Okay, Dez is my type of girl. Okay, I love you. We together. I don't know what happened. I just know what I saw, and that was it. Okay, so I do still need both of us to be thinking, because I don't want to fight, and I don't feel like fighting, and I don't want to go to jail. It didn't take much for me to figure out that I didn't like being incarcerated, okay? Sorry for the rest of the folks, okay? But let's go into Donald Trump. I said Donald Trump has pulled this last straw. And you know, this was the straw that broke the camel back. That's something that the white folks will say, but they pissed. They pissed. Now, black folks, we pissed too, but I think we at a point in our life where we don't expect nothing less. You know what I mean? From evil folks, especially evil white folks. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no tea to some of y'all. Some of y'all are folks, but you know the evil ones because you mad too, okay? What's the next level? It seems like Trump is always looking for the next level. What's the next big shock? You know, I don't know, that I could do. How else can I ring the alarm? And I'm also starting to think that he's not just coming up with this. I think they're feeding this to him. Even when he get backlash like this is just afterthought. But I know it's some people sitting around him, because we know how fast he get something or write something on X about anybody, and it's just ridiculous, okay? Ridiculous. When it comes to white folks, I use their words against them too. Even on the internet, I don't even cuss them out, call them names or nothing like that. I be like, ugh. I just say stuff that they... I can't even think of the stuff I be saying, y'all. I be calling them like losers and, you know, stuff that make them red, okay? Like, I'm not a wimp. I call them wimps and stuff like that. That's all. Nothing bad, but stuff, you know, they always offended. But back to Trump. I think black folks, we just wouldn't expect anything less. But Trump, this is blasphemy. And we know you're going to hell for this. And I don't send anybody to hell. I think everybody should get some type of redemption. I'm not talking about folks like Epstein and them, okay? Some people's souls, I do believe, is so far gone. Trump is one of those people that I think whose souls are far gone, okay? The devil has won, and we're waiting on the end, okay, for God to do the rest. But we all know this. We know white Jesus on the pictures and all that stuff got the white on with the red cloak around them, kind of representing the blood and the style. We know that look. And he presented himself like Jesus. He got these birds and eagles or whatever. One of them in the middle looked like some type of demon with 3 horns. And then looked like some soldiers. I guess they're supposed to be angels. And he's saving this person on the bed or blessing them. And he's also going back and forth with the Pope, because the Pope don't agree with his war and spoke against it. You know, he's been out. So when they asked him about Trump, he doesn't sugarcoat it. He doesn't agree. He doesn't think that we should be in war with anybody for any other reason, just like the rest of the whole world. And he got pissed off about it. And he thinks that he's more righteous than the Pope. He think he's more righteous and important than Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? And then he'll turn around and play in our face once the white folks get upset, because they are done with him. They are done with them. Look, what do they say? Now wait a goddamn minute, okay?
President, did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ?
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it. And
yeah.
I thought it was me as the doctor, and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which was.
When I say don't be fast talking to me, they can slow down because you sound like you're lying. Say it again. Come again. Okay? Say it one more time. He making that up as he goes. They done ran through this and he just regurgitating it. He said Red Cross at what? What is it?
Support, and only the fake news could come up with that one. So
it's fake news, everybody.
I just heard about it, and I said, how did they come up with that? It's supposed to be me as a doctor.
Cora, he said it's me as a doctor. And you know what? Evil people do that. Have you ever met a bad person? They will just lie till they die. They will lie to you so bad. You can catch them red-handedly and they turn into Shaggy, okay? It was not me, okay? He just coming up with all this jibber-jabber. What? It don't even make sense. And you know what the crazy part, the sad part about it, is a lot of those ignorant white folk redneck gonna be running right along with them, gonna act like they didn't see this, and still be pumping Trump because they want to be racist, okay? If that does not apply to you, thank you. Don't wear the shoe. But you know who you are, okay? Wait a minute. What else he say? Wait a minute.
Making people better, and I do make people better. I make people a lot better.
Mr. President, did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ?
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it, and I thought it was me as the doctor.
I thought it was me as a doctor.
And had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there.
Red Crosses working. And see, they know how dumb people are. He's just going to use keyword and accent words. Doctor, Red Cross, and just stuff for slow people to remember. Like, he did say good words, okay? I told you I don't be having all the big analogy, but you know what I mean. But the white folks are up in arms, okay? Now, we know she got fired, but on Orthodox Easter, President Trump attacked the Pope because the Pope is rightly against Trump's war in Iran, and then he posted this picture of himself as if he is replacing Jesus. This comes after last week's post of his evil tirade on Easter and then threatening to kill an entire civilization. I completely denounce this, and I'm praying against this. Lord, I'm not going to talk about people praying because that's not for me, but girl. And then Hillary said Trump has become fully unhinged and we should talk about it. We are, Hillary. He all over the news, okay? Fake news. I read those like I like. I hope the majority of Americans, both shaking my head and really just feeling sick at heart, that we have a president who is such a disgrace. It's the fact that y'all are overly shocked. I don't know how many times, or maybe until this is over, how many times we're going to say, we told you. Now, we're not talking about Clinton, Hillary in specific. We're talking about people like Marjorie, you know what I'm saying, who all those people who pumped him up and voted for him, and now they got to take it back because they look ridiculous. Now, if anybody, I still adore Bernie Sanders. If Bernie Sanders could run, and it's sad because they voted all these old ass people in, and remember they used to talk about Bernie Sanders was too old to run for the longest, and they still voted in all these old white men. But nonetheless, Bernie Sanders said Trump is not attacking the Pope for speaking out against war while posting images of himself as a Masonic figure. Did I say that? Messianic? Oh, you know, you break it down for me, okay? This is not only offensive, It is deranged, egomaniac, maniac. Okay, all right, I'm done. I'm done. Hooked on ain't phonics for me tonight. Hooked on phonics is not work. I gotta pull the tapes back out, okay? Cause my pronunciation is not working, okay? It's just not. When will Republicans in Congress stop blindly following this dangerous and unhinged man? Okay, and on and on. But they mad. I mean, what else could he do? What else can he do? He done started a war. He done bombed some children. He going against the Pope. He done made Michelle and Obama and them apes. And now he done made himself Jesus Christ. Okay? So, a lot of people still believe that we are at the end of end times. Okay? So, it is days like this where I say you just may be right. Nonetheless, let's go on. Who's next? Okay. Okay. Now, I don't believe they went to space, but it's a lot of people do. So, this is actually Victor Glover coming home. And if you paid attention to the black astronaut, he has been this really, really humble, peaceful figure in the conversations. And it's like everybody looks to him to see what he has to say. Even when they're doing the interviews live in so-called space, I'm doing quotation fingers. I know you can't see me, but he came home today. The whole neighborhood was out, and everybody was cheering him on, and he had a speech. I think that he said something today that really touched me, and I feel like we all should feel the same way. So here you go. Now look at all these people. Now don't get me wrong, he live in a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. Okay, he's an astronaut. NASA's finest, okay? Don't you forget it. Fake or not, but so here is the speech. Listen.
Us have never met before. And you know whose fault that is? Ours.
He says some of us guys have never met before. You know whose fault that is? Ours.
So let's choose to do this. Let's be this more. Let's be neighbors. I don't know if you heard me say it, but God told us to love him with all that we are and love our neighbors as ourselves. That's right.
Now, we know, we believe everything is said, especially by God, but you know what he wanted to point out? It's the fact that he probably been living in that house for a very long time. He has a black family. I'll show you the children. And he's saying it like, we don't know each other. We're neighbors. And they, like I said, they've been living there probably for a long time. And he like, y'all came out for this, but we should already know each other. You know what I mean? This is probably the first time he's seen or greeted the person right next to him. You know what I mean? And that does make a big difference. There is no community. Neighbors, and I don't want to hear nothing about, well, we can't trust each other. That's why you need to know who lives next to you. A lot of things didn't happen because you knew who was in the neighborhood, okay? So, I can go on and on. You know I can, about us being neighbors and us watching our kids and making sure that they didn't get unalived and the police didn't run up on them. We'll be walking out the door figuring out what's going on before it even happened. I'm not gonna tell y'all how good being neighbors is when you're in a great community. We know the difference. I'm not naive. You should know the difference. But having the knowing how important it is and being open. People are so closed off. Everybody think everybody has an agenda because there's so many bad people at the same time. I just don't want to live like that. And I want to enjoy myself. And I would like to know great people. we all should know our neighbors, especially people buying houses and you know you're going to be here 20 and 30 years. Yes. Okay? I'm just saying, I think he made that a point. Okay?
All the people who help with our
and our beautiful black family, okay? Like he said, they might ignore him all the time. Now, I can guarantee you, we saw black people out there, but I'm sure they don't all live next door to each other, okay? You put 2 and 2 together, okay? We'll do the ratio another day.
Artemis, which is everybody, because we are America's space program. So all of you who help pay your taxes, support the space program, who just believed in us, who cheered us on. I've said it before, I went to the space station, living there for 6 months, and my favorite part about it, weightlessness is cool, rockets are cool, spacewalks are cool, but it's really the way it makes communities come together. Like, I called one of the people in our neighborhood from church, or from the space station. She asked me if I felt close to God. Like, those moments to me are special. And so I just want to say thank you. This is great. I love it that y'all are interested. I love it that it's interactive and we get to, answer questions and share the.
But I like that he bring God into it, and I like that they're a black family, and they positive, and they smart, and they just represent. So I like that everything over here can't be raggedy. We can't be raggedy forever, okay? So there, I said it. Did y'all see this man? Last story, and I'm done, okay? This man, we gotta go back, okay? I know y'all seen this, okay? So, random man crashes out in front of somebody, ring camera, and this man was kicking and knocking and kept talking about, where's your daughter? I seen this video, but the man got in the house, y'all. I know some of y'all didn't know he got in that house. He got in that house.
Hello?
Hi there, can you open this door, please?
For what?
No.
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I just figured I'd check on something.
I don't know what you want.
He in a trench coat, some glasses, some flip-flops. Dirty.
Man, get out of my house.
Open this fucking door.
There got that white man rage.
Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter, man?
What are you talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro.
And this man was so calm. First off, I would have been afraid. And two, you bringing up kids, talking about where's your daughter? You kicking my door, and he's steady talking about bro. Thank goodness for patient people. I strive to be this patient. Trust.
Bro, if you don't
open
leave...
this fucking door. Open this door, I'm breaking it fucking down. You understand me?
Leave my house. You don't...
Are you okay? Is everyone in this house okay?
What? Everyone's okay. What do you want?
Okay. Now, I saw that video and I was like, okay. But then he got in the house, so he broke the door down.
Victor, you around? Huh? You like raping little girls, bitch?
So he calling names and talking about, Victor, are you around? I really wouldn't want to hurt anybody, but these are some of the circumstances that you just can't do nothing about. When you don't talk to nobody, you don't start no mess, you just live in your life. It is psychotic people that's in the world, and they see what they want to see, okay? Like I said, this man was peaceful. I don't even know how he left the front door, the police not there, or shots wasn't fired. You know what I mean? But this is scary. This is scary. Thank goodness, I can say thank goodness it was a man, because they did get into a tussle.
Now, please, sir. Okay? How you doing today, sir?
Don't move.
Move.
Okay, we don't know.
Now, this is when the police came.
Don't move. Sir, come here.
Come on in.
Sir, come here.
Okay. Yeah, over now, bro. How you doing? There's a little girl trapped in this house.
Right here. You try and get the camera figure out where we're at.
Well, basically, the man tussled with him and he let him live, okay? Even the police let him live. We know how that goes. So, that's really it. I'm not going to hold y'all long,
You ain't
okay?
You ain't bad. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing.
Okay, because you ain't bad. But I'm glad he survived. But that's it, family. You know what time it is. It's our bedtime. We got to get some things done. But I will be back Wednesday and Friday. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know whenever I'm going live. I really love my Glory family. Make sure you say your prayers and stay safe. Okay, don't hurt nobody if you ain't got to. Make sure you give God all the praise, the honor, and what? The glory. Amen. Good night, y'all. Shout out to my Glory family. Love you, Cora. See you tomorrow, girl.